Hi everyone, I am Fahmida Ara. Welcome to our project presentation for Therap Java Fest 2022. We want to thank Therap BD for their professionalism and guidance throughout the development process and for organizing such a great event. We had a great time working on this project and learned different aspects of application development. Let us start by introducing our team. Me and Shahriar Rumel, we teamed up for Therap Java Fest to build an application that will bring value to our society. We both are computer science and engineering undergraduate students at the University of Dhaka. We are currently in our 4th semester. Adoptapaw is a web-based online platform that allows users to find animals for adoption, help them find their missing pets, and raise funds to help vulnerable animals through donations from users. Adoptapaw was initiated from the belief that animals are not products that people should be making a profit by selling and buying them. So Adoptapaw offers people to find a companion through adoption without any monetary transactions. Now, let's see our application. So, the very first time we visit our site, we will come to this page. If we look at the page, we have the title and the subtitle in the middle and the navigation bar on top. We also have our call to action button below the title. If we click on the Adopt Pause button, we will be taken to the home page. Here is the home page. We have a banner section that highlights the cause of our application. If we scroll down, we will see a short list of animals available for adoption. If we want to see the full list, then we can click on the More button and we will be taken to the adoption page. If we scroll down further, we will have the short list for missing animals. And at the bottom, we have the footer section. Now, let's have a look at the adoption page. Here, we also have a banner emphasizing on the importance of adoption. We also have a Create Post button to create a post, but we have to be logged in. If we scroll down, we will see the search bar. And below it, we have the full list of adoption animals with a filter option for availability and type. In the adoption animal section, we have a card for each animal, and if we hover on the card, we can see their name, availability, and a button to their profile. Now, if we search for an animal, we will be able to find them. And we can also filter them based on their property. We also have the pagination option to traverse between pages. So, in the profile page of the adoption animal, we have two distinct sections. The left section focuses on the action and the visual representation of the animal, and the right section describes the characteristics. We have three images to provide clarity to the user about the animal. We also have their name, location, availability status, and date of the post. If we click on the adoption button, we will be taken to the adoption request page. But to do that, we have to be logged in or we will be redirected to the login page. We will discuss the adoption request feature in the later section of the video. But first, let's have a look at the missing page. In the missing animal page, we have the almost similar features of the adoption page. Except this time we can filter based on their missing status. And if we hover on the card, we can see their missing status. Now, if we click on the Help Me button, we can go to the profile of the missing animal. This is the missing animal profile page. On the left, we have a picture, name, last seen location, features, and the day it went missing. On the right, we have crucial information about its specific attributes, accessories last worn, and which will help us identify the animal. Lastly, we have the rewards card and a button to provide information about the animal. If we click on the Send Information button, the missing information model will appear. In the missing information model, we have all the necessary data fields for information which will help us verify the information. Anyone can provide information without even logging in. Let me quickly demonstrate how it works. We have to provide the location, email, mobile number, and most importantly, a picture of the animal. So let's upload one. Okay, let's click on the Send button and we'll have to wait for the information to upload. Okay, we can see the confirmation message that our information has been sent. Now, if we go to our email, we will see that we have an email about the information that we just sent. So, here is the email. The missing information will be verified by the admin, so we will see it later. Now, we'll have a look at the donation page. On the donation page, we can see all the ongoing donations. But we have to be logged in to donate. Everyone can provide feedback about our services to help us improve our core functionalities. Let's quickly provide our feedback. As we can see, our feedback has been received. On the registration page, we have a minimalistic form to quickly register on our site. Username and email has to be unique for each user, or we will see the username or email already exist. Let me quickly demonstrate. After we register, we will be taken to the registration confirmation page. Now, we have to verify our account, otherwise we can't log in. So, If we check our email, we will see the registration confirmation mail. Here is the mail, and if we click on the confirm button, then we will be redirected to our site. As we can see, our account has been successfully verified. Now let's log in. To log in, we can either provide our username or email and password. We also have the forgot password option, so let's quickly demonstrate it. To receive password reset instructions, we have to provide our email. After clicking on the send button, we will have confirmation of email. If we check our email, we will see the password reset instruction email. And if we click on it, we will be redirected to the reset password page. We will get a token here. We can see the token at the top of the URL. And we can reset the password here. After resetting the password, we can see the confirmation email. Now let's go back to the login page and log in. After login, we can see that our navigation bar has changed. Now we have a profile picture and an extra menu that has all the necessary actions that a user should have. We will take a look at each of these items in the later sections. Now we will try to create adoption and missing posts. If we go to the adoption page again and click on the create post button, we will go to the create adoption post page. Here we have to provide all the information related to our post. Let me quickly fill it up. Now let's create the post. So our post has been created successfully. And if we go back to the adoption page, we will find our newly created post. Here is our newly created post, and we can see that all the information of our newly created post is here. Now we will try to create a missing post. We can do the same thing that we did for adoption. So let me quickly make a post. So our post has been created successfully. And here is the new post that we just created. Now let's click on it. We can see the post we just created with all the necessary information. Now we will try to make an adoption request. From the adoption animal post details page, if we clicked on the adopt button, then we'll go to the adoption request page. Here we have to provide our contact and reason for adoption. Then we can click on the confirm adoption request button to place our adoption request. So our request has been placed successfully. And if we go to our email, we can now see an email about the request. Here is the email notifying about our recent adoption request. Now that you are logged in, let's also see the donation functionality. If you click on the donate button, we'll be taken to the donation post details page. We have the details of the page on the left and the utilization process of the donation on the right. The donation of this page will be used to accommodate food and care to the animals in need. If we click on the button, then we will have the payment options. But for now, we are just saving raw transactions. Ideally, it would be done through any online banking API. Let's quickly donate some money. Our donation has been set. If we refresh the page, we can see the donation amount is updated now. If we go back to our email, we can see the acknowledgement of the donation. Here is the acknowledgement for our donation. Now, if you look at the user navigation bar on the right, we have a user profile option. And if we click on it, we will be able to see our profile. In our profile, we have our profile picture and other information. We can update our profile with the Edit Profile button. So let's update our profile. In the Edit Profile page, we can set our bio, profile picture and all other information except our username and email. We have to give our password to update any information. So let's click on the Update button. And our profile has been successfully updated. If we go back to our profile page, we can see our profile picture and our profile information has been updated. Now, if you look at the adoption section on the user navigation on the right, there are 3 options that a user can choose from. We have already seen the Create New Post page, so let's look at the Posts page. In this page, we can see all the posts that a user has created, and if we click on the View button, it will take us to the Details page. In the Details page, users can edit and delete their post. Let's quickly update this post. I'm going to add 2 more pictures to this post. As we can see, the post has been updated successfully. We go back to see the post. We can see the newly added pictures. We can also delete the post. From the menu section, if we click on the adoption requests, we can see all our adoption requests. If we click on the details, we can see all the informations that we provided in the request section. And most importantly, we can see the adoption request status. It's still pending for admin approval. We'll get back to this page in the later section to see the changes after request approval. From the menu section, if we click on the missing post, we can see all our missing posts. If we click on the View button, we can see the details of our post. We can also edit and delete the post from here. We can see all our donations by clicking on the Donations button from our profile menu. Here, all our past donations are listed. Admin Dashboard is the central hub of our application. Here we can get all crucial information about our application. We can see all users and ban them if necessary. We can also see the adoption and missing posts. We can also edit or delete them. But the most important role of the admin is to approve adoption requests, approve missing information, and create donation posts. Let's see each of them one by one. From the admin dashboard, if we go to the adoption request page, we can see all the adoption requests. By clicking on the details, admin can see the details of the adoption requests to approve them. If the admin finds the request to be eligible for adoption, then admin can approve it. So let's approve this request. The request is approved. After the request is approved, both the owner and the adoption seeker will receive email about the adoption request approval confirmation. So if we go to the email of each of these users, we will see two different emails. This is the owner's email. The owner has an email with the contact information of the adoption seeker. This is the adoption seeker's email. The adoption seeker email has the contact information of the owner. Now, if we check out the adoption request from the adoption seeker account, we will see that the contact information of the owner is also available here. The adoption seeker can call the owner from here to adopt the animal. Okay, now we have seen the creation of adoption posts, making adoption requests, and the approval of the request. This completes the adoption functionality of our application. Admin can also verify the missing information. So let's go to the missing information page. We can see all the leads that we have got from different users. By clicking on the details button, we will be able to see all the information. If the admin finds the information credible, then admin can verify the information. And both the informer and the animal owner will get notified via email. So let's quickly see that. So the missing information has been verified. So here's the email with contact info that owner can use to contact the informer. And here is the email of the informer with the contact information of the owner. This concludes our missing animal functionalities. We have seen how to post about our missing pet, provide information about them, and how to verify them. Only the admin has the authority to create donation posts. So if admin goes to the donation page, there will be a create donation post button. Admin can also find this button by going to the donation posts page specifically made for the admin. Let's quickly make a donation post. So our donation post is created. We can see the location of the animal and other details from this post. Feedbacks are crucial in order to improve a product, so admin can regularly check on user feedback by going to the feedback page from the profile menu. We can see the feedback as well as the rating. We also have the percentage to quickly get an idea of how our application is being perceived by the user. With that, the demo of our application is complete. Now, we will quickly take a look at our application architecture and codebase. On the client side, we used React and Redux. Our server side is implemented with Spring Boot, and we used PostgreSQL as our database. When a user makes a request, Redux transfers the request to our Spring Boot server through Spring REST controller. And this request is then sent to the database to retrieve or save the data with the help of Spring Data JPA repository. This is the schema for our database. We have all the entities tables, attributes, and types. We can also see the relationship among them with the help of pointers. As we have already discussed, we have used Spring Boot to implement our backend. Spring Boot provides a very robust framework to build scalable applications, and we try to make the best use of it. All our controllers, repositories, services, entities, exceptions are organized in different packages. We also have our payload, which includes all the DTO that will be sent to the user. We also have our email context to send mail to the user using Java Mail. We use Spring Security and JWT token for user authentication. They can be found in the uSecurity package. We use Timely for our email templates. All our templates are located in the Templates folder. We use JPA repository to manage the data of our application. In front end, we used React. For state management, you used Redux. All our components and pages have their own folder. And all our actions, constants, reducers for state management have their own folders as well. We use Tailwinds for managing our UI design. So we have come to the end of our presentation and hope you enjoyed it. And once again, we want to appreciate Therap for arranging this event. This will help us to think more like entrepreneurs in the future. Thanks for watching.